Hi guys, I actually forgot to record the rest of the fast forward of this, so there's probably about 45 minutes to an hour of stuff that I haven't got fast forward footage for. Most of it was just debugging the set cells and check cells functions, which basically look at the map and work out whether you've whether the cell is already taken up by a building or not. What I also need to do is just set the map size a bit bigger as well. So this is like the width of the grid, so it goes from like -50 to +49, I think. Now we've got this Boolean free cells. Let me just turn that in a bit. We've got this 2D array Boolean free cells, which is basically map size by map size. And then in set cells, this basically goes through. You give it a position on the grid and a size of the footprint to do, and it then goes through the grid and sets them as false, so that you can't build in them anymore. And then in check cells, it does it basically returns false if any of the cells that you've asked for are already taken up, and if not, it returns true. Okay. In the building controller, we've now got this in the place building coroutine. We've now got this state machine. Basically, it starts in state place building and runs this coroutine place building, and you pass in the building template and the mouse controller that you're using. And in place building, it just while you're still placing the building around, it moves the building. It sets the color based on whether check cells comes back true or false, to either green if it's free or red if it's not. And then if you press the left mouse button, it transitions to confirming the building and then ends the loop. And if you press the right mouse button, it transitions to cancel building and ends the loop. And then it waits for a frame, or about 30 milliseconds or so. Sorry, it sort of updates this at about 60 frames a second. So if we go over to the map and press play, oh, excuse me. Oh, we've now got the available buildings. I put the colony hub and the shuttle pad, which is spelt wrong, in there. So when you place the building, you get a green foot outline. This is currently in that place building coroutine. When I click, it will place the building. Now if I pick another building, say like a commercial district, you can place it on the map. Every time you move, this is doing the check cell to make sure that you've got a free cell. If you put it on top of one, it will go red because you can't place it there, because there's already something in that cell. And when you click, it transitions to the place, and then it adds the building to the map. So then if we try to put a factory in here, that won't work. That won't work, although that's obviously not quite right there. I need to go between the centre of the building or not. You click place and it does that. If I try to place something on top of that, it won't allow me. It will allow me to place it, so that's another bug there, but it hasn't removed any of those templates. So the cancel thing I need to do, and if I now right click, it will undo that and go back to here. The other thing is, if I do this, it will go around in the placement thing, but if I pick something else, say like commercial district again, it will cancel that and add the new building to it. Okay, we've got an index exception out of range because I moved the mouse outside of that. There's no bounds checking on the map grid at the moment, so I need to add that. But that's basically where we're at. So the next thing to do is continue debugging, adding some bounds checking, making sure that the footprints are all lined up properly, so that it's so if I press play again, basically just so that we get the if I place a factory and then if I place another factory, that's fine. That should be that's okay. But there was where was it? I had an overlapping thing like that. That shouldn't work, right? So yeah, there's a few bounds checking things I need to do in there. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. so that will probably be in the next video. I'm going to edit this up and get it online now to try and keep the videos up. Thanks for watching. This has been the second update for the colony building layer. I need to actually put a camera and stuff in there so you can zoom the camera around and set this terrain so that it actually creates like a nice map. But yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Rock on, guys. See you later. Bye.